You're sitting at home scrolling through your phone when suddenly, everything goes dark. The hum of the fridge stops, the TV goes silent, and the comforting glow of your screen fades to black. You peek outside hoping it's just your house, but the entire street, the whole town, is swallowed by darkness. You think it's a temporary blackout, but days turn into weeks. The stores are empty, the water stops flowing, and the silence is deafening. This isn't a drill. Society has collapsed, and you're left in the dark, both literally and figuratively. How do you survive when you can't go online to find out any information on the chaos outside? Which is why you should watch this video to the very end to learn how to get ready before the collapse. This isn't about fear, it's about power. The power to protect your family. First, be prepared for when the pipes stop running. We're not just talking about stocking up on a few bottles of water and calling it a day. You need to learn skills like rainwater harvesting. It's like nature's gift to the prepper. Setting up a system at home can be simpler than you think. A few barrels, some gutters, and you're in business, collecting every precious drop that falls from the sky. But here's the kicker. You've got to keep it clean. A simple filtration system, maybe a bit of bleach, and you're golden. The next thing you should learn is dew collection. Sounds a bit out there, right? But on those mornings when the grass is wet and your car is covered in dew, that's a gold mine waiting to be tapped. Stretch out a tarp overnight and watch as it collects water, ready to be funneled into your storage. And let's not forget about the air around us. Ever heard of atmospheric water generators? These bad boys pull water right out of the air. It sounds futuristic, but this technology could be a game changer in dry conditions. Sure, it's an investment, but can you really put a price on a reliable water source when the chips are down? But here's the thing, no matter how much water you collect, if it's not safe to drink, it's as good as none. Learning to purify water is crucial. We're talking boiling chemical purification, UV purification. Get to know these methods like the back of your hand, because when the world goes quiet and it's just you and what you've prepared, you'll want to be sure that every sip isn't just satisfying thirst, but keeping you healthy and ready to face whatever comes next. Next up, get ready for when the power goes out. Without it, we're thrown back centuries. Let's talk about solar panels first. They're not just for the eco-conscious anymore, they're your ticket to independence when the grid crumbles. Installing solar panels on your roof or in your backyard can capture the sun's power, giving you a steady supply of electricity to run the essentials. And the beauty of it, the sun doesn't send a bill. But remember, solar power is only as good as your storage capacity, so pairing your panels with a solid battery system is key to keeping that power all night long. Now onto something a bit more old school but equally crucial, hand crank generators. Think about this. The sun's set, batteries are low, and you need to make an emergency call, but your phone is dead. That's when you grab your hand crank generator, give it a whirl, and boom, power in the palm of your hand. It's manual, sure, but it's reliable, plus it's a great workout. But here's where we take it a notch higher, combining the old with the new. Imagine a setup where solar panels charge your batteries during the day, and a hand crank generator serves as your nighttime backup. You're creating a hybrid system that's not just sustainable, but resilient. So, while the idea of the power grid going down might throw us back centuries in theory, in practice, we're not just going to sit in the dark and mope. We're going to adapt, innovate, and use every bit of technology and ingenuity at our disposal to light up our world, keep our food cold and our phones charged. Lastly, stock up on foods that last for years. We're not talking about a couple of bags of chips and a six-pack of beer. We're gearing up for the long haul, stocking up on foods that don't just last a week or a month, but for years. This is about turning your kitchen into a fortress of sustainability. First off, get the basics: rice, beans, lentils. They're packed with nutrients, easy to store, and with shelf lives that laugh in the face of expiration dates. These staples can be the backbone of your survival diet. And the best part? There's a whole world of recipes out there to keep things interesting. We can't forget about the protein-rich canned meats. Tuna, chicken, sardines are all packed and preserved to last. They're like the Swiss Army knives of the food world. Versatile, ready when you are, and with the staying power you need. But what about veggies and fruits? Freeze-dried is the way to go. This process locks in the nutrition and flavor, giving you a garden-fresh taste years after you've stashed it away. It's like having your own personal farmer's market no matter what the calendar says. And for those thinking about their morning brew, yes, coffee can be stored long-term too. Freeze-dried or vacuum-sealed, a good cup of joe doesn't have to be a casualty of chaos. Because let's face it, facing the apocalypse without caffeine, now that's a scary thought. So as you stock your pantries, remember, it's not just about filling shelves. It's about preparing for any eventuality while maintaining a balanced diet. It's about knowing that no matter what happens outside, inside your home, you've got a diverse menu that's not just about survival, but but about maintaining a semblance of normalcy and comfort.